the psyop of the season, the biggest psyop of Pokemon Pocket. Let me just give this to Suck because this is his favorite deck.
All right, so if you want to skip next 20 minutes, put it on 2x speed. No, but so I love Espeon. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna gaslight myself a little bit, or not gaslight you, but I'm gonna glaze myself a little bit. I was one of the best Espeon players last season in tournaments. I got second at the RC day, the final one, unfortunately. And Espeon was a number 2 deck in Wisdom. Going into going into Secluded Springs, I thought Espeon was still alright. I ended up making 2 top cuts with it, and I was doing okay on the rank ladder. I soon realized that Espeon has no winning matchups in like the top 5. It loses the Daycare, it loses the Flareon. You know, Flareon does Flareon things going second. Tapu Koko, I mean, it beats that, but it like beats every electric deck. That's not really a feat, because like Tapu Koko is cool, but it's not like overly strong or anything. It's just like a nice consistent deck that like kind of like punishes, you know, these EX decks with Oricorio, and loses this weekend. Some people say it beats Suicune. I don't care, dude. I have some homies, Erico's also seen it in the Discord, that have been gaslighting of Espeon. I tried it yesterday. This deck sucks. This deck doesn't do anything. Like I said, it has losing matchups, bro. It just doesn't do anything. Like, it beats electric decks. It beats these low tier electric decks, but that's not a feat. In my personal opinion, dude, Espeon is not good in this meta. I love the deck. I wish it was good. I think it is, for me personally, I think it's a mid-tier deck, because at the end of the day, Espeon is very consistent with the Sylveons. The problem is you want to be placing EVs down. You can't do that against Suicune. One of the best like things about the deck was the draw power. You basically have that taken away in that certain matchup, and because most people are now removing the 1-1-2 line, it has an even worse matchup in the Darktina if they don't brick or just, you know, play bad. So the number 2 best decks are bad matchups. I just honestly, dude, it's just bad. It's obviously it's not bad because it's a mid-tier deck, but because it like theoretically beats most of these mid-tier decks as well. It's just when we get into the high-tier decks, Espeon just cannot compete anymore. So I know some people, even like people like Kinkajou, are like back playing the deck and like Seagun, but I don't think overall it's good. I think it can be good in certain ladders if you are facing a bunch of electrics, but like I said, dude, against like anything else, this deck sucks. So I'm gonna put it mid tier.
I would want to put it somewhere in between mid tier and cope, because there are players coping for this, but it is definitely B tier.
Yeah.